Can you see by the dawn, love's turned into a mean weapon to hurt so long? Oh, say, can't you see that it's wrong and that you're true? The murderer, the mort is not so strange and not so odd. It's everywhere, why can't you see? It's everywhere, why can't you see? That land so mad, so strange, 1,000 hands can't rearrange. Your mind is now an acrobat. You don't know who or where you're at, or why you came to be like that. It's not the same. Why can't you see? Why can't you see? Murderer, the mort is not so strange and not so odd. It's everywhere, why can't you see? It's everywhere, why can't you see? Shadow creeps close, he moves like sand, has something sharp touched in his hand. Attend to me or pay the cost. You're very free and very lost. When night creatures turn butterflies, then mind vultures fly up too high. Fly out of your dreams now. Slip out, night bird. Sleep on, Aaron.
Please don't make me pose for these pictures. I'm sorry. I know you need the money to divorce your wife. Watch out, there's no escape. Just round about a nightmare escape. Tarantulas swing silently. Weave webs of glass that you can't see. To talk or do what will come true. Good love or sound, you're in the trap. Oh, say can you? Oh, say can you see? Oh, say can you see? Can you see something wrong? See something wrong? There's something wrong. There's something wrong. There's something wrong.
Art model screen test. Scene 2, take 1, sound 1.
Okay, boom. Read the line. I put the slate in.
Oh, please don't make me take off my clothes. Pose for these pictures. I know you need the money to divorce your wife.
No, that's not. I don't think you have the. Do you understand the character now?
Well, I'm supposed to play Karen, and Karen is the girlfriend of the director who's making the movie. And I'm doing this for him because he needs some money to divorce his wife.
And he is, what, behind the camera?
What?
He's taking the pictures right now, right?
Yes, he's the one who's taking the pictures.
Well, when you look at the camera, you look at him, right?
Okay. So you're supposed to be my boyfriend.
Right. Okay, now, okay, but now say the line, say how much you're supposed to be pictures.
Oh, please don't make me pose for these pictures. I know you need the money to divorce your wife.
No, that's the thing. But after this, start thinking of the poison. At the same time, you do the strict fees, you're trying to assassinate. You never made it with him before, right?
I've never made it with him before?
No. He's very aloof, and you're going to wait to get married.
Oh, okay. Are you sure this is the right kind of clothes?
Yeah, that's fine, yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, it's sort of op art and everything, you know what I mean? Sort of...
That's fine.
Well, what kind of girl is she? You haven't told me that.
She's in love with the director, and she's just, doing these pictures for him so he can sell the thing.
But I mean, what kind of character is she? I mean, is she, vivacious or shy or...
No, she's just a sweet girl.
Sweet girl?
Yeah. And get that dress up there.
You sure this is the right kind of dress?
Yeah, it's fine.
Is this the mic that I talk into eventually?
Yeah, in front of you, up front.
Isn't this supposed to be sexy?
Yeah, you're supposed to be, doing sort of striptease for him.
Where are you going to shoot it?
Well, this is just a test. Come on, I got some film running the camera.
Excuse me?
I'm film running the camera for you, to see. Take the bra off now, please. Could you just do it a little faster and we gotta move, we gotta get everything else done.
I don't think I can.
I should get more than 50 for this.
All right.
I should get 500.
Let's just do it.
Maybe $50 a day. $50 an hour. I think I need the money more than you. So you'd have to divorce your wife. I don't care.
All right, let's go. Come on, put your dress down, let's move on. I'm running film right here.
No.
Come on! You gotta feel this piece first, then let's shoot it. Let's take the dress down and take off your bra now.
No. I'm not taking off any more than this.
Look, if you want the part, you better take off your bra now. Let's do it.
kind of films do you really make?
This is just an art scene in the film.
This is what?
An art scene.
What do you mean an art scene?
This is just a scene. You afraid of your body? Come on, I'm not afraid of it.
I don't care whether you're afraid of it, but, you know, like, I didn't really know that you made these type of films.
Look, I have to put the thing in for the producer. You know that.
Why can't I get more money? Why?
I haven't seen anything yet. Let's just see if you can go through with it.
Art model screen test. Scene 3, sound 1, take 1.
Darling. Oh, you look just marvelous. Well, how is Europe?
Oh, but you look marvelous.
Well, when'd you get back?
Who knows? They've been feeding me breakfast on the plane all the way around the world.
Listen, have you got my bag?
Yeah, it's in the bag. Let's get out of here before I'm recognized. I'm scared they're going to rush the car and start scraping away at me.
Oh, what's the matter, Tracy? Don't you miss seeing your old college chums?
What? No. Being a college dropout was the smartest move I ever made. You don't mind, do you, darling, if we stop by the bank and pick up Mother's safety deposit box? She's determined to blind us all with the family jewels this weekend. Every time I get near that campus, it takes 10 years off my life.
Well, it's not that bad.
Oh, yes, it is. The only thing I miss are the twists he used to put in my toothpaste.
Until you switch to powder.
A girl has to protect herself, doesn't she? Oh, reminds me. Mother has lined up a whole bevy of surfboarding studs to keep us on our toes this weekend.
I thought I'd been invited to a, quote, peaceful weekend in the country, darling.
When have I heard that before? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, it's all coming back to me now. The last time you craved peace and quiet was when you were seriously involved with Hugo Pfluger.
Why is it, Tracy, that you always remember the things I try hardest to forget?
Who could ever forget Hugo Pfluger?
Is he really that bad?
One of those rare teenage eccentrics. I'll never forget him at the debutante balls in a white dinner jacket and Madras cummerbund and matching tennis sneakers.
Well, Tracy, this is serious. Christopher asked me to marry him.
That's novel. I thought he already had a wife.
Well, he did, but she died.
How obliging of her.
Really, Tracy?
Well, I know, darling. I should be taking all this more seriously. But after all, you must remember that you scarcely wrote me a thing about him. Now tell me, where did you meet him, and what does he do in all that who's who material?
Well, I met him in the park. He took my picture. He's a photographer. He takes pictures wherever he goes. And now he's making a film. And after that, we're going to be married.
He sounds marvelous. Does he do fashion photography?
Oh, no, but recently he's been doing some studies of the human form.
Yours, no doubt.
Well, mine and others.
Figuratively speaking.
He took a lot of studies. Some were draped, others were partially draped, and then some...
Not draped at all.
Tracy, do you think there's something wrong with it?
No, I just think you should be sure of his intentions.
But I asked him if I could pose. Well, really, Tracy, if you'd seen some of his studies...
Oh, I know. I'd be up in his studio now, bearing my best to a flurry of flashbulbs.
That's not funny, Tracy.
I'll say it isn't. Listen, when did you propose? Before or after? Don't be surprised if he breaks engagement. After all, who wants a bunny for a wife?
Really, Tracy, you're beginning to sound like a Victorian spinster.
Well, Don, I know, but you must remember that I am an experienced woman of the world, taking the sweet virginal Karen under my wing. Now, not only do I discover that you are not sweet and virginal, but that you have been posing for nudie pictures all right under my wing.
Tracy, you can just relax. Christopher hasn't laid a hand on me. Once we went to the seashore to do some shooting, and he came to my room late at night.
All right under my wing.
To take some more pictures of me. He said I look like a little Madonna.
All right, now let's hear the unexplicated addition.
That's all that happened. He came to my room, he took the pictures, and then he left.
Of course, you forgot to tell me he's paralyzed from the hips down.
Hardly. He's the most attractive man I've ever known.
Does he, have a roommate?
No, he's not queer.
Then what's his secret?
He's a gentleman.
I see. But don't you think it's a little strange he hasn't even tried to? I mean, after all, he is a man.
Of course he is. It's just that he thinks we should wait until we're married. What's wrong with that?
Nothing. Hope that isn't what killed his first wife.
What?
Nothing, darling. I'm sure it's absolutely divine. But don't you find all that purity just a little dull?
Oh, Tracy, that's so silly. I respect Christopher, and he respects me. His work comes first, and I understand that. I feel it's an honor that he lets me work with him. I'm sure if you knew him, you'd feel the same way, too.
Does he have a twin? He sounds like a combination of Gregory Peck and Albert Schweitzer. What's his film about?
Oh, I don't know. He won't tell anybody about his work until after it's finished. Once he caught me peeking into my photobiography, and he really got angry.
Your what?
Photobiography. It's a new art form Christopher's developed. It's a record of all of the photographer's impressions of his subject from the very first snapshot until after he's completely
Well, darling, I
exhausted
hope
his
he's still
position.
snapping. Listen, why didn't you bring him along for the weekend? I would have loved to have met him.
He has to finish the film. He's way over schedule, and the producer's having a fit.
Oh, God, talk about being off schedule. Listen, I have to get to the bank before it closes at 3, and it's almost 3 now. I'll tell you, I'll meet you back here at the car at 3:30, all right?
Okay, that'll give me just enough time to call Christopher. You know, we haven't even left yet, and I miss him already.
Well, give him a handshake for me, darling.
Christopher! Oh, Christopher!
What are you doing here?
Well, Tracy and I were just doing some shopping around the corner, so I thought I'd stop by and say hello.
Look, I can't see you now. Can't you see I'm busy?
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
I'm sorry, darling. I didn't mean to take your head off. It's just everything's gone so rotten.
Oh, baby, I understand. Was it some kind of trouble with the film?
I thought this producer was going to give me a real break. I should have known what I really wanted.
What do you mean? Oh, Chris, do you feel all right? Have you eaten anything? Oh, Chris, you shouldn't get so involved in your work that you forget to take care of yourself.
My work? Listen, Karen. I think you should go.
Why?
All right. I've carefully documented all the most beautiful moments we've had together, and I'll complete your photobiography, and I'll call it Karen. And I'll send you a copy, but right now, Karen, things have happened, and I can't see you.
Hey, Chris, baby, you all set?
Oh,
Where's Otto?
Come on, take it easy. I'll find him.
Okay. Here.
Chris, you asked me to marry you.
That's changed now.
Why?
Doesn't matter, Karen. The fact is that things are different.
But I won't go. I love you. It's the most important thing in the world to me, and now you want me to go away without even telling me why? It's not fair. It's just not fair.
Why do you love me?
I don't know. I just do. Because you've taught me so much, and I love your work. You've shown me so much beauty in things that I've never seen.
Beauty, I can see anything. Look, Karen, when are you going to open your eyes and see what you're in love with? Or am I going to have to open them for you?
Stop it.
Well, then go.
I won't go, not until you tell me what's happened.
All right. I'm a clumsy man with words. I'll show you in pictures. Now you just sit right down here and watch the silver screen. And I'll show you some of the true beauty that I've created. These are the rushes of yesterday's shooting in all their unedited innocence. The story is disarmingly simple. Otto, high-fashion photographer, and his mannish assistant are shooting advertising stills of...
Isn't that the man in the hall?
Yeah, that's Max Wiley, film producer. Last year he released over 35 features.
Well, that's a lot, isn't it? I must have seen some of them.
Orgy of the Golden Nudes, The Barest Heiress. What about Sunshine Nature Camp?
What kind of movies are those?
Dirty movies, exploitation films, nudies. Where a fella doesn't take his girl, but watches alone. He watches girls on the screen do everything in the world he's always wanted to make them do, but never dared.
What do you mean?
There he can be a pervert, a dirty old man, a sex maniac. And when the lights come back on, he sneaks out of the theater. He's just another fellow taking in a movie.
Well, Christopher...
And in this film, art model, the audience is glued to its seat by one simple expectation. When is she going to take it off? Max Wiley never disappoints his fans.
What's he doing now? Why did you shut it off?
Because I think you've seen enough.
Well, why?
Because it's filthy smut, and I don't want you to see any more.
Really, Christopher, I'm not a child.
Oh, but you are.
Children don't pose nude.
How can you say that? My studies are your perfections of the human form. They celebrate the beauty in your innocence. This dirt degrades the human body by pandering to the basest lust.
There's nothing like that.
Well, then watch on, my dear.
Why would a girl want to be photographed like that?
You tell me.
What?
Nothing. Nothing. The mad fashion photographer is played by Otto. He really thinks he's funny. He thinks ripping that girl's dress off is a great joke. He'd kill her if he thought he could get a laugh out of her. I told Wally to keep him off the set before he really causes trouble. If I see him around here again, I'll...
Well, what's he...
Let me show you the set for the final scene. This may appear to be a common bed for the uninitiated, but it's actually a stage upon which some of life's greatest performances are given. The Beast was 2 bats, full stop. The action's quite simple. Otto invites sweet, innocent young couple over to his pad. And then he vanishes. Only to watch from above.
Oh, Christopher, that's...
Too much for him. He wants to join in. And in with his ice pick, and in. Nick, look, haven't you seen enough? Can't you get out of here now?
You've got to leave this place. Can't you see what it's doing to you?
I can't. Wiley's got me in an ironclad contract. If I walk out now, it'll break me.
Well, if it's just a matter of money...
I've got to finish this film.
Well, if you just tell Mr...
No!
Darling, you're not being reasonable.
All right. I'll be reasonable. I need this film in order to divorce my wife.
She was dead.
Sorry, I lied to you, Karen. I was afraid of losing you.
I wouldn't have stopped loving you because of that.
You wouldn't? Well, you know now what's stopping you from going out that door and not coming back.
I love you.
But I've lied and cheated to you.
I don't care. All I know is that I love you and I thought you loved me.
Oh, darling, I do. It's just that you won't let me go until I finish this film and completely degraded. The terms are simple. It's just $10,000 or a completed print of this film. As it is, I'm getting off cheap.
What about your integrity? Is that cheap?
Well, it won't kill me in any way. It's a chance to learn the trade. You know, Wiley says I've got a lot of talent for this kind of thing. He says I can get girls to take it off in front of the camera like nobody else can, and that's all that counts in this business. None of this arty-tarty junk, just a lot of girls with big boobs taking it off in front of their thing. Look, will you please go? Our love has been beautiful, and I want to remember it like that.
Well, what good is our love if I can't help you? You're treating me Like a child. I'm a woman who wants to be loved just as she loves you. Do you know that you've never even touched me? I've stood naked before you and you've never even touched me.
I'm sorry to have disappointed you. It happens to be the only relationship a photographer can have with his model.
Do you ask all your models to marry you?
No.
Well, what about your wife? She was your model. Didn't you make love to her?
Yes.
Well, what's the matter with me? Kiss me, I won't break.
Stop it.
Do I disgust you?
Yes, 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 you're becoming just like her.
Oh, is that why you're divorcing her? Because she went to bed with you?
Baby. Baby, I'm sorry. This is just what I didn't want to happen. Oh, darling, I love you so much. I'm going to protect you from all this.
Well, why didn't you tell me? I would have understood.
Because I didn't want to lose you.
It's so silly. I just wanted to help you.
But there's nothing you can do.
If it's only $10,000, we could manage it somehow.
If it was $10 million, you'd say the same thing. You're such an optimist.
Oh, darling.
Can I get into the vault, please?
I believe you dropped this.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Fitzsimmons. Yeah, I dropped it when I came out of the vault.
Well, one can't be too careful of one's valuables these days. I realize it's very difficult since the bank has been changed. One can't even find the vault nowadays. I remember in the old bank, the vault was right in the center. It looked like an altar, Miss Tracy. The mechanism was gigantic and glowing. It had catches here and there, and you had to turn a wheel. It was a tribute to the banking profession. Of course, nowadays, these things don't seem to be important anymore. Your grandfather, he always said, money is the foundation of our society. Of course, your grandfather firmly believed that. And a $5 bill was a $5 bill to your grandfather. And he did not waste it, and he did not drop it, Miss Tracy.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Fitzsimmons, but you see, I was late for an appointment, and I have to meet my friend Karen at 3:30, and it's almost that now, and I didn't want to pick up a dress.
Yes.
Well, I tell you what I'll do. I'll put all of these bonds, and all of the jewelry, and all of the money in this envelope. There we go. It'll be very safe that way. And nobody will look for it. There we go.
Shouldn't we put it in a thicker envelope, Miss Tracy?
Oh, this one will do just fine.
Well, shouldn't I have one of the guards follow you home?
Follow me home? Why would one of the guards follow me home?
The considerable value of the contents of that envelope, not only the jewels, but the many bills of high denominations.
Oh, don't be silly, Mr. Fitzsimmons. You ought to see what my mother has lying around on her bathroom table.
Miss Tracy, you must keep your voice down.
Well, I don't see why it isn't perfectly all right to talk about my grandfather's money in my grandfather's bank.
Yes, that was true in his day, but today it's different. You never imagined the riffraff they allow in banks nowadays. And not only that, but you realize that they allow these young pups just out of high school to handle money, your money. I mean, in the old days, a bank was a bank. I mean, your grandfather, when he came into the bank and laid his money down on the counter, he wouldn't allow any young whippersnapper to take it off again. In the old days, Miss Tracy, we didn't need insurance, and we didn't need layaway plans and Christmas clubs and New Year's clubs and Thanksgiving clubs, all sorts of clubs. I mean, we took care of what we had. We put it in the bank and left it there, as your grandfather did. Just put it in the bank and leave it there and stop taking it out all the time in brown paper envelopes.
Well, the only reason I took everything out was because I didn't have time to go rooting through the whole place, and Mother didn't know what she wanted anyway, so I took all the jewels out so she could decide what jewels she wanted with what dress.
Yes.
I'll bring them all back on Monday.
Well, perhaps I can persuade you to use one of our special containers for transporting valuables. I'll have the guard wheel it out.
Wheel it out.
Please.
Mr. Fitzsimmons, that won't be necessary. This envelope is quite all right.
Miss Tracy, I have just the thing, but I'll put it in one of our security attaché cases. I have one right here, Miss Tracy. Courier just got back with it. It's our special lead lines security case. And I think if you just put out your hand a moment. There we are. There. That will secure your valuables. They would virtually have to...
They have to steal me. Mr. Fitzsimmons, take this off. It looks as if I've stolen something.
As you wish, Miss Tracy. As you wish. But I can't not be responsible.
Now, Mr. Fitzsimmons, you're entirely too thoughtful. Now, listen, I'm going to take the package home, and I'm going to take very special care of it, and you're not to worry. And I'll bring it all back on Monday.
But I can't imagine what your grandfather would have said. A $5 bill is a $5 bill.
Yes, I know, Mr. Fitzsimmons. Good afternoon.
Yes. Yes.
I'm sorry. It's just what I didn't want to happen. Oh, darling, I love you so much. I'm going to protect you from all this.
Why didn't you tell me? I would have understood.
I didn't want to lose you.
It's so silly. I just wanted to help you.
But there's nothing you can do.
If it's only $10,000, we can manage it somehow.
If it was $10 million, you'd say the same thing. It's just that she won't let me go until I finish this film and completely degrade it. The terms are simple. Just $10,000 or a completed print of this film. As it is, I'm getting off cheap.
What about your integrity? Is that cheap? What good is our love if I can't help you? You're treating me like a child that's to be protected and sheltered. I'd do anything for you.
What's your hurry?
I'm sorry, I was just...
Can you read the sign up there?
Well, yes, officer, I'm terribly sorry.
Don't be sorry. Move it.
I can't, officer, I don't drive.
Didn't I see you in the driver's seat?
Well, yes, I was just waiting for my friend to come back.
Let's see your driver's license registration.
I told you, officer, I don't drive. It's not my car.
Well, when will this friend of yours be back?
Oh, any moment now. You see, she says so in this note that she wrote me.
Well, you've got 5 minutes to move it before I give you a sentence.
Thank you very much, officer. Catch it.
Why this young lady has my dress on.
How could, excuse me, this couldn't possibly be your
It's
dress.
sorry, I bought it. I came back. I asked this gentleman
Have you
to buy
paid the money for it? It's just the most delightful dress, and
Yes,
I just love
think
the
so too.
feeling of it.
That's why I bought it.
I just wanted to try it on. You don't mind if I just have it on for a little while?
No, I wouldn't be nasty about it. See, my friend over there is waiting.
Well, you don't mind if I just
expecting me
I
on the
just
other
want
side
to
of the
keep it
street.
on. I just love this dress and everything about it just makes me feel wonderful.
Sorry,
I
would
just
you
love
tell the
it.
ladies
Do you think
waiting
perhaps I
out
could just
there?
keep it just for tonight? You wouldn't mind that. It's a very important occasion. I just wanted to wear it just once, just tonight. Because I just love the feeling of the dress.
Take the dress off. I bought it. I have a friend, really.
I don't want to take it off, madam. You don't mind, do you?
Oh my gosh, she's leaving.
Well, good if she's leaving, then why don't you go?
It was the first time I met my
I'm
life.
terribly sorry. I just fall in love with this dress. Good.
I'll send you a copy. But right now, too much has happened, Karen. I can't see you again.
Hey, Chris, baby, you ready? Yeah, I see you are.
Where's Otto?
Come on, take it easy. I'll find him. Okay? See ya. Hey, Otto! Otto! Where the hell is that guy? What the hell do you think you're doing? Jokes, jokes, jokes. Everything's a joke, you know. Why can't you get upstairs where you belong? Hey, not in there, Otto. Let's go upstairs and wait for him in his pad. Great artist. He's rehearsing his tomato. No, look, Otto. I want you to get in there. I want you to get that goddamn mustache off. Look, you know better than to wear it in one scene and not in another scene. I mean, this thing's got a match, for God's sakes. Get on in there and take care of it. We got work to do here. Jesus, Otto, what are you doing in there? I'm fed up with your crummy pranks, Otto. I told you to stop messing around with that trick ice pick. You know it cost me a pile. We'll never be able to replace it, and we gotta have it for your big murder scene.
Thingy, a black thingy that you pull. What do you pull it? Oh, look. It's opening. Oh, something inside it.
What you got hidden in there? A secret camera or something? Look, Otter, just because you suckered me in on that phony hand routine doesn't mean I'm gonna swallow this one.
A lady. Oh, the toad never stops croaking. Here, Toad, look.
Wow, did you see what I see? Wow, what a tomato.
Did you see what I see? Did you see what I see? What do you think about it? Women.
Come on, let's get out of here. I hear him coming up the staircase. Hey, Otto, get out of there. I think the boy genius wants to surprise us with something. Well, come on, I can hear him. I was on the stairs already. That's better. Whew. Gee, you know, that must be a secret, that hidden camera. I was wondering how he'd get those high-class broads to take it up.
What are you two doing here?
Well, I saw you were busy down there with the tomatoes, so I came up here to make a couple of phone calls. Is that stuff ready from the lab?
What time is it?
It's after 3:30.
It should be ready now. I'll pick it up.
Well, I hope so. We need it for this afternoon. We can't do a thing without it. Jesus. You do have a girl set for this afternoon, don't you, Chris?
I told you I did.
Well, all right, take it easy. Well, I hope she's up to your usual standard. You've got such fine taste. I rely on it completely. I'm completely in your hands, baby. And you, what are you doing here? Why don't you go down to the deli and pick up some ketchup for your big bloodbath scene? All right.
The lady through the camera lady. Oh, a prank! I'm doing a prank on her. A trick, a little trick, a trick. Oh, I'm supposed to be too quick. Missed. Rats and toads. Well, try again and go down to my favorite neighborhood grocery store and buy some little blood of leather ketchup. I can't get no. Back, she comes right behind me. Oh, smash! Wow! Ooh, smash. Right over, but that's gore. little face on the hand, little winking face, smiling at me. Yes, sir, blood on my hand. Oh, where's the pick? Where's the pick? Where's the real pick? Where is the pick? Oh, the phony one I have to do. I have to use the phony one to the trick pick for the pick. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go to the desk, go out of house. Here we go. I can't wait to see your face. What did you think? She hit me. She didn't get the joke. Oops. Pardon me. What do I need? Perhaps a fly in the bottle. Yes. A pie in the eye, pie girl. Delicious, just like mother used to make right in the face. Oh, it's gonna be, you're gonna love He's there. Washing the blood. Mr. Macbeth. Rip. The real pick. I need the real pick. The pick from my pocket. How did it get out of my pocket? How did it get into her eye? He'll follow me. He'll follow me. It's too heavy. Now, lady, it's still too heavy. Need wheels. Need the wheels. A trolley for the dolly. I'll get him. Shh, he can't hear me. Must hear me. Now, shh, quiet, Otto. The trap is set. Here we go. Come along. Follow Otto. Door. Why? Follow Otto.
Hey, Otto, while he pulled the disappearing act, I got in there and I unloaded that secret camera.
What the hell you got there, a body or something? Yeah, don't put me on, baby. I'm the one who's got the body. Right in the scan. Wow, Chris shot some stuff. Hot seat, you never seen anything like it. Wow, it's great. Listen, tell him I took it off from the camera. I'll take it over to the lab myself and get it processed, all right? Okay, what are you doing with this? Taking it away? I'll give you a hand. Hold on. I'm glad we're finally getting some of this crap off the set, you know?
A lady by the car. She's watching me. Oh, everybody's watching me. Oh, what does she want to see? Perhaps this. Whee! I'll show her this. Whee! This is what you want to see, lady. Follow me. Follow Otto. Everybody's following Otto today. Stuff it back in. Stuff it back in the bin. Oh, but not enough so she can't see. Yes, a little tiny quarter, a little ear, and ear, and ear. Come on, follow me. Come on, sweetie. Follow me. Come on, follow Otto. Follow Otto. Come on, quack, quack, quack. Oh, that's it. There she is. Oh, she's beautiful. Squeegee, it works. With my pick. There it is. Right by my foot. Open up buckles, one by one. One buckle, buckle my shoe, two buckle, buckle you. Here we go. Oh, I look like a little tiny lump. A lump, a toad, a mole. Come on, honey. Here we go.
Where's Karen? Where's Karen? What did you do with her? What did you do with her?
The time is 2:45. This is WWWW, New York, New York. And now for today's adventure of Mary Noble, Broadway Bound, which asks the question, Can a girl from the little mining town of Pottsville, Pennsylvania, find success and happiness in the glamorous world of New York show business? Yesterday, we left Mary in John's dressing room, confronting her fiancé with his flirtation at the cast party with his former wife, Cynthia Kent.
How could you go off with Cynthia like that when you say you love me?
I had to. If I didn't do as she asked, the show would close tomorrow. Cynthia's our biggest backer. You know that. Her $10,000 is keeping us running.
But that sort of thing was never part of your contract before.
That's not fair, Mary. I know this play is great, and I'll do anything in my power to keep it running. I think it would be better for both of us if you went home to Pottsville until this is over. I want you to turn around, Mary, and walk down those steps, and don't come back until you can understand me a little better.
I thought Cynthia was giving you a real break when she offered this part to you. I should have guessed what she really wanted. But John, you can't send me away because of her. You asked me to marry you.
It's all changed now.
But you said you loved me.
It doesn't matter. The fact is that things are different.
John, for the sake of our love, you must leave this play.
I can't. She's got me in an ironclad contract. If I leave now, she'll break me.
But there must be something we can do. Maybe we
No, I have to finish this play.
But why? John, are you keeping something from me?
If I leave the play now, Cynthia won't give me a divorce.
But you told me that you were divorced.
I lied. Forgive me, Mary, but I couldn't bear to lose you.
John, I wouldn't stop loving you because of that.
Oh, wouldn't you? Well, you know now. So what's stopping you from going out that door and never coming back?
I love you.
But I've lied to you.
I don't care. All I know is that I love you, and I thought you loved me.
Oh, darling, I do. Just that you won't let me go until I finish this film and completely degraded. The terms are simple. It's just $10,000 or a completed print of this film. As it is, I'm getting off cheap.
What about your integrity? Is that cheap?
Well, it won't kill me in any way. It's a chance to learn the trade. You know, Wiley says I've got a lot of talent for this kind of thing. He says I can get girls to take it off in front of the camera like nobody else can, and that's all that counts in this business. None of this arty-tarty junk, just a lot of girls with big boobs taking it off in front of the thing. Look, will you please go?
Hey, Otto, get out of here. I think the boy genius wants to surprise us with something. Well, come on, I can hear him. I was understanding her. That's better. Whew. See, you know, that must be a secret, that hidden camera. I was wondering how he got those high-class broads to take it.
What are you two doing here?
Well, you were busy with the tomato downstairs, and I thought, well, I had to make a phone call. You got the stuff back from the lab?
What time is it?
It's after 3:30.
It should be ready now. I'll pick it up.
Well, I hope so. We need it for this afternoon. We can't do a thing without it. You got a girl ready for this afternoon, Chris? Well, I hope it's up to your usual standard. You've got such fine taste. Fine taste. You know, I'm completely in your hands. You know, Chris, I was worried for a while, but after seeing that stuff that you shot on the set, I don't have any fears at all. I mean, that stocking ad bit, that's great. That's really going to knock them out. You've got such fine taste, Chris. Such fine taste. I rely on it completely. I'm completely in your hands. Otto, what are you screwing around here for? Go down to the deli and pick up some ketchup for your big bloodbath scene, will you? And that other thing, I dreamt I was Joan of Arc in my maiden-form bra. Wow, that's a gas. That's a real gas, baby. You know, I think that's going to be the greatest scene I've ever filmed in 15 years in this business. What's your hurry? 5 minutes to move. We're getting a summons.
Thank you very much, officer.
Hey, Otto, baby, I can't wait to see that hot scene he just shot with the secret camera. So listen, why don't you dump the trunk and meet me back here in a couple hours? We'll have a little screening, okay?
He wanted to kill me. He would have killed me if he hadn't had the trick pick. But I've got the trick pick. I'm gonna go back there and scare him to death. What's the matter? What's the matter? It didn't collapse. It went in. It's no joke. He's dead. The pig. The pig. The wrong pig. I used the real one. Ow. Ow. It hurts. Blood. The real. The picture. The picture from the camera in the ceiling. He killed the lady. He killed her and he put her in the picture. He put her in a picture.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn, love's turned into a mean weapon to hurt so long? Oh, say, can you see that it's wrong and that you're through? From the murderer, the mort is not so strange and not so odd. It's everywhere, why can't you see? It's everywhere, why can't you see? That land so mad, so strange, 1,000 hands can't rearrange. Your mind is now an acrobat. You don't know who or where you're at, or why you came to be like that. It's not the same, why can't you see? Why can't you see? Murderer, the mort is not so strange and not so odd. It's everywhere, why can't you see? It's everywhere, why can't you see?